After a stormy Atlantic crossing, the ocean liner Queen Mary entered the port of New York. Seeing the Statue of Liberty come into view, I thought about how far I had come, and I felt close to the millions of immigrants who have fled religious and political persecutions. Neres was long ago in a faraway universe. This was a new world. The world which Abdul Baha blessed 60 years earlier, arriving on the same shore.
Bless thou, O King of Kings, the city of New York. Cause the friends there to be kind to one another. Purify their souls and make their hearts to be free and detached.
One of the great honors and challenges for me was serving unto a Spiritual Assembly of New York City as its treasurer. In Iran, serving an assembly was considered a great honor. My parents were proud of me. My grandfather and later my father had been the secretaries of the Assembly of Neres, a very large Baha'i community. My life as a Baha'i in New York was manifold bounty. I never felt like a foreigner. I used my humor to encourage the community at feast to give generously to the fund. I officiated at numerous weddings and gave many eulogies, through which I got to know the Baha'i families on a more personal level. Most exciting part of my days as a treasurer was helping to raise funds to buy a center for the Baha'i community in the year 1976. Among my wonderful colleagues on the assembly was Viola Wood, the daughter of a Baha'i couple from Milwaukee. We thought of Viola as our angel because of her selfless service. Al Burley grew up in Harlem as an amateur boxer and a friend of Malcolm X. On the street, he had been known as a stick-up Burley, but his life was transferred by becoming a Baha'i. He developed a successful career photographing many of Harlem's elite. Artis Williams grew up in rural Georgia. She migrated north to New York City, where she became a Baha'i after experiencing interracial fellowship in the home of a Baha'i from a Jewish background. Helene Steinhauer was a reliable and hard-working member of the Assembly, who was the editor of our newsletter. Mort and Nancy Moonshine gave generously of their time. He later served as the chief legal counsel for the National Spiritual Assembly. I was closest to Dr. Hushman Taraz, a successful dentist and the chair of the Spiritual Assembly. Together, we seemed to be able to accomplish everything. I miss him very much. I helped raise funds for the Association of Baha'i Studies. My friend Dr. Hossein Danesh and Mr. Douglas Morton, who serve on the National Spiritual Assembly of Canada, founded this association to promote a study of Baha'i faith and its application to the needs of the humanity. I also helped establish the Office of Public Information in New York City, a centralized outlet to spread information about this persecution of the Baha'is in Iran. I had the privilege to serve on the National Black Teaching Committee, along with Dr. Ann Carpenter and Mrs. Wilma Ellis. Some of the Baha'i notable I had the honor of welcoming included Dizzy Gillespie, Robert Hayden, Farzam Arbab, Glenford Mitchell, David Rue, and many others. My greatest gift was hosting and welcoming many hands of a cause to the city of Covenant. They were Mr. William Sears, Mr. Onik Alinga, Amatul Bahar Ruhi Khanam, who visited New York many times, Ali Akbar Furutan, Dr. Mohajer, Mr. Zikrullah Khatem, Mr. Tarazullah Samandari, Mr. Barqa, Mr. Featherstone, and Mr. Faizi.
Light and glory, greetings and praise be upon the hands of his cause, through whom the light of fortitude hath shone forth, and the truth hath been established, that the authority to choose rests with God, the powerful, the mighty, the unconstrained, through whom the ocean of bounty hath surged, and the fragrance of the gracious favors of God, the Lord of mankind, hath been diffused.